Okay, we're going to be continuing our study of reversing differentiation. Now, in the previous cases, we've seen that as we reverse differentiation, we have a constant term at the end. But now with these questions, what we need to do is we need to find that constant term. So let's try to explain. Let's look at this question. We've got a curve where we know that dy dx is equal to 3x squared minus 3. But we also know that the curve passes through this point here, 1, 3. We want to find the equation of the curve. Well, okay, the first job is to reverse the differentiation. So we know that y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 3. So if we reverse differentiation, then we add 1 to the power, and we divide by the new power. And we know that minus 3, if you reverse that, will become minus 3x. We can't forget we've got to include the constant term at the end. Now, if we simplify this, we get y is equal to x cubed minus 3x plus c. So then the question is, well, we don't know what this constant term is here. But what we can use is we can use our coordinate point to find out that constant. So we're going to write the following. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3, and we're going to substitute that into this equation here. Okay, so if we do that, what we get is 3 is equal to 1 cubed minus 3 times by 1 plus c. So that's the same thing as 3 is equal to 1 minus 3 plus c. Okay, so 3 is equal to c minus 2. So c is equal to 5. So therefore, we've just calculated our constant. So we know that the equation of the curve is this thing here, where the c is 5. So we've got y is equal to x cubed minus 3x plus 5. And that's our final answer. Well, okay, let's do one that's a little bit more complicated. So let's go down here. We've got another curve where we know that dy dx is this thing here, and it passes through another point. Well, again, we got to reverse differentiation. So why don't we start by simplifying this thing? We're going to get 2x cubed over x squared minus 3 over x squared. And we can rewrite this as 2x, because x cubed divided by x squared is just x, minus 3x to the power of negative 2. Okay, so that's our y prime. So then if we reverse differentiation, we're going to get 2x to the power of 2 divided by 2, minus 3x to the power of minus 1 divided by minus 1. And we've got to add the constant there at the end. Well, let's simplify this. This will become x squared plus 3x to the power of negative 1 plus c. And x to the power of negative 1 is the same thing as 1 divided by x. Okay, so we end up reversing differentiation. Now, what we need to do is we need to find out what this c is. And the way we can do that is we can use our coordinate point up here. So we know that when x is 1, y is 0. So let's apply that. We're going to write this down because we always want to explain what we're doing. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. Which means that we get 0 is equal to 1 squared plus 3 divided by 1 plus c. And if we do that, then we get 0 is equal to 1 plus 3 plus c, which means that c is equal to negative 4. So in the end, we know that our y is equal to x squared plus 3 upon x minus 4. In other words, it is this thing here where the c is negative 4. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. I will see you again next time.